Let's get growing.
Tonight we're getting on trend with kale. All right, so we've got three different varieties here we're going to do, right? Which are fantastic. This one here is my favorite. It's called Nirodha Toscana. So that's the kind of lovely sort of slender green leaf.
Nice.
This one is Red Russian, which is a bit more sort of
Do that again.
It's kind of slightly kind of tougher.
Okay.
And it's red, obviously.
Yeah, because kale is very fibrous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. And then the last one is the more standard curly kale.
Okay.
So we've got two module trays. We're going to do one each.
Yep.
So we're going to overfill these trays and then get stuck into sowing them, yeah? Okay, so I'm going to start with the Cavalon Nero kale, just show you the kind of seeds here, which are all the same, incidentally, so you need to be kind of careful with your labelling. You can see quite
nice.
tiny. So depth-wise, we're looking for a kind of about 1.5 or 2 centimetres, so kind of the depth of your fingernails. So I'm going to take two little seeds in my hand. Don't worry if it's not too accurate. So two seeds going into each module tray, and get the labels in straight away so you know what you're dealing with. And then last thing, just overfill again the second time, and then get your little board and just use that to slice off. And there you go, that's all there is to it. So we're going to keep these inside for about 3 to 4 weeks. And keep them watered, obviously. So if you don't have a glass house or a polytunnel or whatever, you can just keep them inside on a sunny windowsill somewhere. A little bit of that. You okay? And that's how you sow kale.
Thanks for letting me know that was going to happen. Now, let's try our hand at some direct sowing as well.
First, rake the soil until it's nice and fine, and then for an extra feed, we're adding some seaweed powder and poultry manure pellets.
Yes, they are crutches. Sure, I had a little fall, but that won't stop me growing my kale or listening to Mick give orders.
So this is a 15 centimetre board, so we're going to be using this to make our little drills. And what we're doing is we're going to be sowing this kale, unlike the other ones which we did earlier on, which we were trying to get into big plants. These ones we're going to sow as salads.
Okay, so harvest them much sooner.
Yeah, exactly, and plant them much closer together.
Oh, okay, right, that makes sense.
We use our planting board, which is 15 centimetres across. We make a little drill, which is about 2 centimetres deep, okay? So not too deep. And then same on the other side.
Yeah.
Flip the board over and use the other side.
Give me a go.
You want to do that?
Give me a go.
That'll work.
Ha-ha! Where there is a will, there is a way. We've out of me way there, dude.
So we have our 3 drills now.
Yeah.
Just again, make sure we have our labels ready because you won't remember which is which. So you're doing the curly kale.
Okay.
And then Nirodha Toscana in the middle.
Yeah.
And Red Russian. So we're aiming for a spacing of about 2 centimetres. And that'll be the perfect width for salad kale, yeah?
Okay.
Same all the way across. And we do have the option then of leaving some behind to grow on as kind of proper kale plants, but we'll see how we go.
See how we get on.
So just last thing is just cover them over. You can use your hands. And we probably don't need to water because we've got plenty of rain around, unfortunately. So hopefully some nice salads in not too distant future.
Okay, I'm gonna really gracefully try and stand up now.
After you.
Exit stage left. Bit of a setback. Some pesky pigeons have been helping themselves to our lovely kale because somebody forgot to cover them.
So this should have been covered with a net to keep pigeons off, and wasn't.
Did we just forget, or
I
say we. Did you just forget?
Yeah, I'm afraid I did just forget. So this is still sort of fixable.
Oh, okay. So this isn't like a dig it up, throw it on the compost heap and start again. Oh, right, brilliant.
So I think what we can do is go ahead and thin it out.
Okay.
We won't use the thinnings for salads, which was the original original idea. So what we're going to do is thin to about 6 inches, right? Which is kind of, if you spread out your thumb and your your finger like that, that's about the distance you're going for. So you basically take everything else out.
Of all 3 rows.
Yeah. So go ahead and start on that. If we cover these, I think they will grow back.
Chance.
It's a pretty hardy.
Ah, look, there's new growth here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go up and grab the module trays now. Right, so here we are.
Oh, we've loads
I
to
told
plant
you the
out.
module
Cool.
trays would be great. These are going in their kind of final spacing. So this lot we're kind of doing a gradually thinning approach. So we've thinned these out now to 6 inches. Whereas these ones we're going to put them at their final spacing, which is about a foot or so apart, right? So we'll start here.
Okay.
And then you go another foot on. And that's so they're
Okay.
the rows are a foot apart, and then within the row they're also a foot apart. Bit of seaweed. And we're kind of done, I think.
Right.
All right.
And the netting. So whilst mixed watering, I'm going to get them planted in the container. Remember, it's still really important to make sure you have good drainage. So get your container. If though it doesn't have holes in it already, trusty hammer and a nail, and the neighbours love us. Right, fill it up with your gravel first because you need to have the drainage. And then, of course, your potting compost. We're not going to be too formal in the sowing, kind of broadcast them a little bit. And as usual, a bit of that, just to freak Mick out. So then a very slight covering on top. And a little bit of a watering. There we go. Kale in containers. It's the height of summer and we're having a kale of a time.
So it's looking great.
Yeah, however,
Yeah.
I would imagine it's time to thin it out a little bit.
Yeah,
Because there's not
exactly.
enough space for it to keep growing. So what do we do?
We'll take out the middle row
Okay.
and then every second one on the outside rows. And these can be used in salads or stir fries or whatever. They'd be delicious. They're
Good.
small enough to be used in salads.
Yeah, okay. Any
Yeah.
particular thing or just go?
No, we're going to take the whole thing. So give it a good old yank. There you go.
There we
And
go.
just snap off the leaves from about there.
Okay, will you get those ones?
I will.
So these will go into the kitchen at Grow HQ.
Yeah.
You're going up to the garden with them.
Yeah, last thing is just we need to keep it covered over.
And I want to go check on mine in the container.
Okay.
Cool. So the same rule applies. We need to thin all of this out to give it a little bit more space to grow. And Mick has told me I need to be even harsher than I would kind of automatically do. So pluck it out.
It's harvest time for our kale.
Ooh, bags me first. So first of all, I'm going to harvest the oldie trusty colander. So you hold the newer growth in the centre, because what you don't want to do is like pull out the whole plant and then you're scuppered. So hold the newer growth first and then gently take off those bigger leaves around them and throw on the bit of feed. So again, mix it up according to the instructions on the box. You don't want to, you want to resist temptation, which is what I always do, just put in that extra scoop, but don't stick with it because there's a method to the science behind it. That's great, big old drink. And here we have the netting. Like, I have to be honest, it was probably more by luck than design that these ones didn't get decimated by the pigeons, but I'm not going to chance it any further. So they're going to get covered over. Compost heap, kitchen, job done.
So let's check out my raised beds.
Drum roll, please. Ta-da! Woo!
Look at that.
Check it out.
Magnificent.
Okay, kale to the chief, it has to be said. So we have our three varieties still.
Yeah, so the thing to remember with these, I suppose, is that these are ready to start harvesting now, but with kale, it's always a kind of a rolling harvest. These are going to continue producing leaves right up until definitely February, March, possibly even into April of next year. So we start harvesting from the bottom, and as we harvest, the plant's going to continue to grow, get taller and taller and taller, and keep producing leaves at the top.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
it's natural to expect the stalk to stay bare.
Yeah, exactly.
As the plant gets
exactly.
taller.
It doesn't produce new leaves where an old leaf has been. It just grows taller.